Once upon a time, the Lord spoke to the prophet Jonah, saying,
"Go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry out against it, for their wickedness has come up before me."
Nineveh, the capital of Assyria, was a brutal empire known for its violence and cruelty. But Jonah, instead of obeying, fled. He boarded a ship sailing in the opposite direction, hoping to escape God's command. However, the Lord would not be thwarted. A fierce storm arose, tossing the ship violently upon the waves. Terrified, the sailors cried out to their gods, casting lots to determine who was responsible for this divine wrath. The lot fell upon Jonah. Confessing his disobedience, Jonah begged the sailors to throw him overboard. Reluctantly, they obeyed. As soon as Jonah hit the water, the storm miraculously ceased. But the Lord had prepared for Jonah's disobedience. He was swallowed by a great fish, a creature of the deep. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah remained in the darkness of the fish's belly. Despair threatened to consume him, but he cried out to the Lord, acknowledging his sin and pleading for mercy. He vowed to obey God's command. Moved by Jonah's repentance, the Lord commanded the fish to vomit Jonah onto dry land. Coughing and sputtering, Jonah emerged, shaken but alive. True to his word, Jonah went to Nineveh. He preached a simple message, "Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown." To his astonishment, the entire city repented. From the king to the lowliest beggar, they turned away from their wicked ways, fasting and wearing sackcloth. The Lord, seeing their sincere repentance, spared the city from destruction. But Jonah was not pleased. He had expected God to punish the Ninevites for their wickedness. He sat outside the city, brooding and angry. The Lord, in his infinite wisdom, sent a plant to shade Jonah from the scorching sun. But the next day, the Lord sent a worm to wither the plant. Overwhelmed by the heat, Jonah cried out in despair. The Lord then confronted Jonah.
"You have had pity on the gourd, for which you did not labor, nor did you make it grow. And should I not pity Nineveh, that great city, in which are more than 120,000 persons who cannot discern between their right hand and their left, and also much livestock?"
Through this experience, Jonah learned a valuable lesson. God's mercy and compassion extend to all, even the most unlikely recipients. True faith is not about judgment or retribution, but about love, forgiveness, and the unwavering pursuit of God's will, even when it's difficult or unexpected.